Hello Techno-Walkers, it is Furkan from Walk Techno, and today we are going to talk about the global chip shortage. What is the chip shortage, what expects us in the following days, and most importantly, how it will impact our life. First of all, we are very sad because Toyota closed their two facilities in Japan for 8 days because of the chip shortage. According to that news, our stocks in Toyota market is down. As Volk Techno International Global Perfect Company, we lost some couple of billions in stock market because of the chip crisis. True story, 100% true story. And nevertheless, it can't stop us to tell what is going on with this global chip shortage. Come on, and let's walk into the details quickly. First of all, I want to start by explaining what is semiconductor chip briefly. Chips are one of the main components for manufacturing the products of home appliances, in vehicle electronic systems, defense industry, wearable technologies, and many more products of different business fields. The global chip shortage is an ongoing crisis about manufacturing the semiconductors. And these semiconductors are the biggest need, especially for technology and automotive sectors. After a little description of chips and chip shortage, what are the reasons for this crisis? Let's brainstorm over the reasons of it. Can it be because of Medellin cartel, Escobar? No, actually he is dead. Maybe pancakes? But it's impossible because I ate all pancakes at the breakfast. So, there is only one and last option. Yes, you guessed correct. Of course, it is the coronavirus. Well, the COVID-19 is the reason of every evil in our current life is, poor virus. Whatever goes wrong, we blame these healthy life creatures. For example, Turkish economy goes bad because of coronavirus. There is very bad political environment all around the world. Yes, because of coronavirus. You ended your relationship. Of course, it is because of coronavirus too. Nevertheless, it is true for chip crisis. Since the pandemic started, all manufacturers around the world reduced their production capacity because of the restrictions. The workers couldn't go to their facilities, and many companies have been suffering about their production levels since the coronavirus occurred. Also, the demand to technological devices has increased very much. The restrictions of pandemic put everybody into their houses, and many people bought new devices such as mobile phones, tablet computers, laptops, video game consoles, and many more of them. When we put together the puzzle, we can see that the reasons and results of the pandemic process has damaged the whole manufacturing chain of semiconductors as same as it did to the other sectors. So, the main reason is briefly the imbalance between the demand and supply for chips. Additionally, in 2020, the United States government placed restrictions on the SMIC, which is China's the biggest chip manufacturer. And the restrictions from US made the process very hard, close to impossible for SMIC to sell their chips to American technology companies. These political restrictions forced American companies to purchase the semiconductors from Taiwan semiconductor producer, the TSMC, and Samsung from Southern Korea. However, the Asian manufacturers were already producing at the maximum capacity. As a result of this political issue, the gap between supply and demand has got far bigger. By the way, I want to call to Mr. Jinping and Mr. Biden. Sir, why you guys are always fighting? Please stop the problems, because we technology users are affected negatively. On the other hand, World Techno supports peaceful world for all of us. After our anti-militarist campaign, let's see what is happening in automotive sectors, related with semiconductors, of course. As we have spoken, one of the main production sector that creates very big demand to semiconductors is automotive sector. Because of the chip shortage, many of automotive producers stopped or suspended their facilities for some time. For example, The latest shutdown is from Toyota. They suspended their production 8 days this month. Also, Mercedes-Benz has closed their 2 facilities in Germany last month. And Tesla increased the price of Model 3 and Model Y cars in May. This increase was recorded as the 5th price increase in recent months in name of Tesla. As we see, the semiconductor chip crisis is at global level. On the other hand, car purchases were over the expectations of automotive manufacturers while the pandemic process continues. Therefore, automotive companies were working over their capacities to provide the supply for unexpected demand. Of course, these factors impact negatively on chip shortage too, like it caused the chip shortage. By the way, I want to talk to you guys. Why do you buy too many cars? Come on and let's ride bicycles. Because bicycles are emission free and riding bicycles burns our extra calories. Well, Techno supports Green World for all of us. After our little social responsibility campaign for Green World, let's see the other factors for this shortage. We have been talking about the reasons that created the gap between the supply and demand. Here is another reason. 5G. Yes, the 5G is one of the reasons for chip shortage too. Actually, when the pandemic process started, some said that the 5G spreads the COVID-19 all around the world. They wanted destroy the world systems and human being. But this rubbish is not our argument for now. New systems means new products. And there is very big race between mobile phone producers about production of phones with 5G compatibility. And the timing of producing new devices for 5G technology meets on the same time with global chip shortage. Because of all these, the process nowadays is really hard for chip manufacturers and the buyers at the same time. Also, the effects of this crisis will impact negatively to many sectors in business life. On the other hand, it affects deeply we users too. Nevertheless, semiconductor sector will survive from this process by a big growth according to analysis of business experts. Okay, time is the medicine for everything. I mean everything will be okay. But when? Pat Gelsinger, the CEO of Intel, made explanation. And according to Mr. CEO, the global chip shortage might continue for a few more years. Additionally, Semiconductor Industry Association (SIA) and Boston Consulting Group published a report about the global chip shortage. And according to the report, approximately $3 trillion of investment will be required to meet the growing demand for semiconductors in the next 10 years. Well, everything looks so crucial. We can see that it is real deal for now after news about closing the manufacturing facility companies. I don't know. After the explanation of the experts about this business field. As a result, we must be really ready for the results of the chip shortage in long term. Well, Techno loves all of you and see you again on different topics, my friend.